Hopefully, we have persuaded these protesters that our state highways and county highways, private property is not the place to carry out a peaceful protest.
North Dakota Governor Jack Dalrymple responding to today's confrontation between pipeline protesters and law enforcement, where there were at least 2 shooting incidents, more than 100 arrests, fires, and the use of tear gas.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks so much for joining us tonight. Tonight, more trouble, including more fires set at a bridge and reports of people throwing Molotov cocktails at law enforcement.
All of this taking place along a stretch of Highway 1806, which is south of Bismarck-Mandan. Hundreds of law enforcement officers and even more protesters are involved. Reporter Bo Evans has more.
7 busloads of law enforcement officers rolled down Highway 1806 early Thursday morning on a collision course with hundreds of Dakota Access Pipeline protesters. Humvees, patrol cars, and assault vehicles were part of the armored force that faced off with demonstrators.
We gave them a chance to leave, to move south. We encouraged them to move to the main camp area south of this location, and we would not arrest them.
Despite that restraint, more than 115 arrests were made throughout the day, most of them for trespassing.
I've never been arrested before, but this is a right cause. I think this is a cause that pertains not only to Indigenous rights, but also to water rights. I think it's something that's important for everybody to be able to maintain the purity of our water.
In addition to arrests, at least 1 person was injured.
The one protester that has been transported from the scene by Metro ambulance. I'm not entirely sure what the injuries are. However, that person was transported.
It took 6 hours for law enforcement to move protesters back about 2 miles to the original Sacred Stone camp. But Thursday's tense confrontation indicates this fight is far from over.
At last report, 117 protesters have been arrested. As far as the shootings, they were separate incidents. A woman was arrested in the first, where someone was said to be injured. There's no word on the severity of that injury. The second involved a protester firing 3 shots near officers. That person was arrested and no one was injured.